let's talk about Stranger Things Season 5,
Let's do
Volume 1.
Whoops. Dude,
And I know you've been looking forward to this one.
I don't even know how we start this. You know what my transition is going to be?
What?
Cheer Company's a very strange show. Let's move on to Stranger Things.
That would have been good.
Thanks.
That would have been better what I did.
Thanks. No, it's okay. It's just I thought about it. I'm like, gotta say it.
But, man,
I don't know where to start.
I'm not going to lie, man. At first, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1. I'm going to watch the first episode. I may even watch the second one. But I was like, it's no biggie. I press play. Well, even before I press play, I catch up on Season 4. I try to get a little bit, like...
Get some background.
Because it's been a long time. It's been 3 years. Remembering all that happened, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Wait a minute. Wait. So I'm getting that feeling. I'm getting that, like, okay, we really going back in the Stranger Things. I start the first episode. Instantly, I see Will running, and I'm like, okay. All right. I'm not feeling good. In a good way, though, but here we go. And then I see Vecna. And then I'm like, okay, we back.
All right, hold on. Spoilers for Stranger Things.
I mean, if you saw Season 4, we already know he's been there since day one.
No, I know, but like the show does open with like that, so I just like that's a spoiler. I want to make sure.
It's not a crazy
I want to tread lightly though. I want to be very respectful to people who haven't seen it.
Okay.
So before we get into all the plot stuff, Phil, I want to know. Let's go spoiler-free thoughts. Let's give our scores.
Okay.
Let's say what we thought. We'll dive into spoiler conversation, and we'll break down our favorite moments, favorite character stuff. Dude, this is a big deal for me. This is a big deal. I love Stranger Things. You know how many people, I was like, hey, did you watch Stranger Things? They were like, no.
Yeah.
Do you like Stranger Things? I go, yeah, I love Stranger Things. I didn't know that about you. So many people didn't know that I love this show so much, but.
I'm trying to remember when I found out you liked it.
Who knows?
I don't even remember.
Probably while this season was coming out because I was so excited to talk about it.
Probably like a week ago I found out you liked it. That's probably
crazy.
What it was.
People just don't assume I like this. I love this show. I love this show so much. But Phil, take it away. Spoiler-free review from Phil. Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1. First 4 episodes. Ooh. Phil, what did you think?
It was garbage. Nah, I'm playing. I always say that just to start it.
It sucked.
Nah. I liked it. I did. I think it was just more that towards that final 4 episode was when I was like, all right, this is where I really like it. Because before I was like treading with it, I was like, okay, episode 1, we're back in. And all right, that was pretty good. Let's get it. See, episode 2, all right, that was pretty good too. Episode 3, I'm like, okay, where are we going? Episode 4, okay, now I gotta wait for Volume 2. All right. So I gave it a solid, I'm kind of towards a very high 7. I'm at like a 7. Episode 4 was where I was like, all right, this is worth the wait. But I still feel like I was flowing, where it was like, I like where we're going with this, but I still feel like I'm out of it just a bit. But I enjoyed Volume 1. I think there are a lot of questions still waiting. I sent you a post that I thought was super funny about the guy and his grandma. You know, still the questions about the upside down. He gets mad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that was kind of where I was with Volume 1, where it's like I expected just a little bit more questions answered. But once again, Volume 2's coming out. Volume 3's coming out. They're going to answer more. But, you know, until we get there, high 7 out of 10. Now, how do you feel, Mr. Stranger Things, Izzy?
All right. So I think outside of reviewing Invincible this year, this was, and another show I'll talk about in the next couple weeks, My Hero Academia. This is probably the most excited review season, like the most excited thing I've been to review something. Like, this is cool that I get to talk about the show. This is my number score off the bat. Give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I freaking loved it, actually. I loved it. I ate up everything. I ate up all the corny dialogue. I ate up all the stupid 80s campy stuff, all the little references, whatever. But when the character moments were hitting, when the story got going, I was freaking like, yeah, they get it. The Duffer Bros just know. They just understand what they're doing. And I think there's so much. I can't wait to have the conversation with you about all the cringy stuff that happens in this show. Because I think so many people are letting it outshine some of the like greatest character dynamics, some of the greatest like plot stuff going on, some of the like the most interesting world stuff that this show is bringing because, oh, the show had a couple corny conversations in the first episode. The show used to not be like that. Hate to break it to you, the show has been like that the whole time. You just didn't notice it because they were little kids. Now
Yep.
they're grown adults talking about nerd stuff. And if you're not a nerd, you don't get it. You don't get it. So yeah, I love Stranger Things a lot. I love this. I love the beginning of season 5 a lot. I think this show is doing everything I wanted it to. I think it's hitting the beats that it needs to. I'm seeing the dynamics flowing. It's setting up some stuff that's gonna happen later. And I'm super excited. But you know what's even like crazier? I'm usually the guy that's watching things and I'm like, yeah, I know where this is going. Yeah, I'm picking that out. All right, I get it. Dude, I freaking ate up everything that was happening. All their little like tension building, twists, little things that they were like leaning towards and then like faking you out. I ate all of it up. I was like I'm stressed out the entire time. I'm sweating watching. I'm like, no way, no way. And that's how I know this show like just knows what it's doing and it understands tension. Again, it could be a me thing. I could have just a bias towards Stranger Things, but I adore this show. And I think it's something so special and I'm going to miss it so much when it's gone. I know they're doing all this like animated stuff. They're doing like the animated, I don't care. Personally, I'm not going to watch it. Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I love Stranger Things as like what it is. I don't care really about like the extended stuff. Maybe I'll watch it if it's good. I'm just like, this is Netflix trying to cash in on an IP that I don't really think needs to be cashed in on. What I'm more curious to see is I want to know what the Duffer Bros do next after this.
Yeah.
Like something completely different, I hope.
I forgot what they said they were working on. I think it was like because you're talking about the thing outside of Stranger Things.
Yeah, I want to see what they do.
I think it was like a horror movie or something.
I don't know. I want to see what they do though, because I'm curious, and I think these guys have so much potential. This is just their start.
Yep.
Like they kind of just started almost in a weird way. I know the show's been going on since 2016, but like they kind of just started.
It's been 9 years.
They have, I feel like they have so much potential, and they're such smart dudes that I feel like get the genre that they're trying to write in. That I would love to see them tackle other things and see where they go with it, especially with their style. They have great taste in, I feel like, art and like visuals and camera work. I know they're not the cinematographers, but I imagine as directors they have a lot of say in like where they want cameras to be and stuff still. And I just feel like they get it. Like they know what they're doing. And I'm so excited for the next 4 episodes, dude. We're freaking in it now, baby.
Correct me if I'm wrong. How many episodes do we have left again?
4.
We have 4 episodes.
3
so
episodes. 3 episodes for volume 2, and then the final episode on New Year's Eve.
Wow.
So it'll be Christmas Eve, which is the 24th, 25th.
24th.
Do I keep pressing
Christmas
video?
Eve is the 24th.
Yeah, 24th. And then 6 days later, they'll play, like basically a full week, they'll do the finale. So great. I'm excited to be here and talk about it because I'm eating it all up. But let's get into spoiler conversation now. This is where I feel like it's going to get going. So just be ready, spoilers. We're going to go all in.
Do we want to do episode by episode?
I kind of want to just hit some of our favorite moments from all the episodes.
Okay.
Let's just go.
Okay.
These episodes are hours long. We can't, like, in some of the moments we don't really need to talk about.
Yeah.
But first, Phil, I want to bring up the cringe conversation. Because I think it's something we have to talk about.
All right.
People are saying that this show is cringe, and then it's not cringe because, like, it's the great moments, whatever. But for the most part, people are saying the show is really cringy. Personally, I think it's a purposeful choice.
Yeah.
I think the dialogue is very much intentional. It's not like they're not good writers and they just write like crap, because we've seen them write great.
Yeah.
This episode 4 has a conversation I can't wait to talk about that I literally was like, this is peak. So when Dustin is like flipping off the basketball guys and they're bunching against the wall, they're like, what's going on, dork?
Oh, that's
and what's wrong, nerd? You still worshiping that loser? And then like his friends come in and they're like, he's got help, or whatever they said, and they like get him away and they run off. Or like when later on when he's at like Eddie's grave and the guy's like, hiya. Come on. People are trying to sit here and tell me like that's all cringe and whatever, but like the show has always been that. Like it literally has never changed. And I need someone to correct me if I'm wrong. I need to know, because I haven't rewatched the show in years. Maybe I'm wrong. It just kind of always felt like this.
I'm not gonna lie, since I've seen Stranger Things, that's been the vibe with this. Like, these kids are geeks, nerds who love playing video games, playing games in general.
Playing Dungeons and Dragons, baby. Represent.
Yeah, playing Dungeons and Dragons. So that was the vibe I pretty much got with this. That's kind of why I appreciate this. Like, I'm not going to lie, I appreciate this more than Ready Player One.
It does feel very authentically nerdy.
Yeah, so when that scene came up, I'm not going to lie, there's been so many versions of that type of scene in different, like, scenarios where I'm kind of like, that's Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So I didn't really find it as cringe. I just found it like, oh, that's a moment. But to be honest, I thought it was a pretty cool moment. I'm not going to lie. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, Dustin, I forgot all the characters' names. The boys, Lucas and Will, the boys, standing up for him was pretty cool to me. Because I don't think they would have had the courage to do that in the past. I feel like they would have been like, leave him alone. And then like they would try to be helping him. But the fact that they stood on business and they were all like, leave him alone. I was like, oh, they grown now. They grown. So I kind of liked it.
It's like the moment is good, but it's written really funny.
I don't really care. It's the 80s or the 90s,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. It's the 80s.
Late 80s?
Yeah.
I want to say late 80s.
It's like supposed to be campy. Like that's the entire point.
That's what it felt like.
Like that's what they're writing for. Mm-hmm. You know? I don't really understand why it's a conversation. I think it's because Stranger Things is so mainstream that like when people see bad writing, they just assume, or when they see like this like weird corny dialogue, they assume that it's just bad writing and people not knowing what they're doing. But really it's all intentional and the entire point is to like replicate like 80s media. Like that's very clear. And I don't understand how so many people are missing that when the show, I don't want to say it made 80s nostalgia, but it definitely is 80s nostalgia. Like really that's kind of how it's always been. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up because I think the cringy crowd needs to be acknowledged really fast. I don't really know what you guys are hating on. Maybe you just never watched the show. Probably the case. And it just upsets me because I think the show is so great and it has some great conversations later on that again we will talk about because I have one specifically that I want to bring up.
But yeah, I didn't have a problem with that scene really. I just thought it was cool to just see him stand up for Dustin.
Yeah.
Dustin's I like Dustin out of all of them.
Pissing me off this season though. I get it. Valid.
I'm about to say he's right to feel the way he is.
He is. He's 100% right. Pissing me off though. Pissing me off. You know how much it breaks my heart to see him and Steve beefing?
That was pretty sad.
They're gonna have a great conversation.
But Brody's griefing.
He's grieving. And Steve's not very
grieving.
Steve is not very like comforting in that. I think he's very much just trying to get with Nancy, and that's a problem.
I'm about to say, is he really trying to get with Nancy?
All right, let's go. Let's keep moving this show really fast. I'm just playing,
but I do kind of feel like he does realize now that he's kind of overstepping his boundaries a bit because Brody talked to him and was like, oh, like, well, we'll get into that. But
I want them to have that conversation though, like that, dude. I want to talk about theories really fast. Just really fast, I'm going to throw it out there. We'll get more in depth. I think Steve's going to die. I'm fairly confident Steve's going to die. Like, I'm actually almost 100% certain he's going to die. He's going to die risking his life for Dustin.
Yeah.
Not Nancy. He's going to risk his life dying for Dustin because they're beefing. I feel like it's perfect. Like, oh, you only ever talk to me when you need something. This is Dustin. He's like, oh, you only talk to me when you need something. You're always just like, try and get me this, that, whatever. Like, you don't care about me. Dude, Steve's going to freaking like... He's going to remember what Eddie said to him about how, like, Dustin looks up to you. You're his world, whatever. And he's going to freaking... Oh, it's going to be so sad. But that's what I'm saying is there's some moments, dude. There's some good dynamics this season, too, that, like, I wasn't expecting. Highlight for me is Robin and Will. Oh, my gosh, dude. They have a conversation that, like... I don't know why it hit me super hard.
In the tunnels?
Yes. Killed that conversation. Freaking Maya Hawke kills that. The performance is on point. When people tell me that these people aren't good actors, I'm like, she is. She's a good one. She's a good actress. Oh my gosh, dude. I watched the clip. I have the clip on my phone, and I'll watch it. I'm like, it's freaking true. It's freaking true. Be who you are. Just be who you are, man.
Yeah.
And I think there was a conversation going into the season, mostly jokes, kind of serious, like, is Will and Mike going to end up together? That was a conversation. I never saw the story going in that way. It just never made any sense to me. Like, what, he's going to, like, the theory was, like, 11 dies and Mike ends up with Will. To me, that just seemed kind of weird. I was like, no, I feel like they're trying to do something different. And that conversation showed me that they are trying to do something different. Because she explains to him, oh, it's not that, like, you're in love with Mike. It's that you just want someone to be able to acknowledge how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And it's the same way where she thought Tammy Thompson, right, is her name, like was gonna be that for her, and she realized no, she just needed to be her. That's what she's trying to relay to Will. That's what you need to be, and that's what leads into the great episode 4 moment, which
that was tough.
Was incredible.
That was actually tough.
Episode 4, best episode, right?
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Hands down.
I said that was the one that saved it for me.
Hands down. It was freaking insane. I gave it a 10 out of 10 on IMDb. I put the episode's at a 9.8 right now. I was like, let's go, dude. I gave it a 10. I'm super generous. I'm super generous with like episode scores. I'd be giving everything 10 sometimes.
I feel like that's how you kind of got to go with episodes though, because they can give you more than what movies usually do.
Exactly. But freaking dude, let's go into episode 4. I want to talk about where it ended. I want to get into some theory stuff. We'll talk about a couple other things that like I just have noted. But I want to go into episode 4 because I think episode 4 was pretty insane. I think episode 4 was like Duffer Brothers showing their guns. They're like flexing right now. They're like, see, this is what we have to offer. Some answers were being answered. Others weren't. For one, we understand where Holly is and where Max is, because Max is alive. Yay, we didn't even say it.
But I was getting scared low-key because I really didn't think it was Max for the longest time. But then when you go through more of the episode and then she starts talking to Holly and then she explains where they are, I was like, oh, thank God, that's Max. Thank God. Dude. But
yeah.
Golly, man, the chills I get from hearing that song.
So good. But we understand kind of where they are. And this is one criticism I will have of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And this is something that definitely is prevalent, again, throughout the whole show. Dude, they over-explain everything. It feels like I'm watching an anime sometimes where like they'll stop and be like, yeah, so I think what this is a dream sequence where I'm in this and that, but then like we're in this weird thing and it's compared to this D&D thing. And I'm just like, okay, like, sure. Like, I think the most prevalent version of that was when Steve drives into the Upside Down and he's like, guys, it's like a peanut butter, what is it called? A bopper?
I forgot what he said. I think it was bopper, but
it's his little peanut butter candy that he really likes. He's like, guys, hard on the outside, soft on the inside. It's the exact same. So if we drive straight into it, it'll... And I'm like, bro, can you not talk about candy right now?
I kind of like that scene. I'm not gonna lie. I like it.
It's funny. But like, that's when I get the cringe conversation. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Because I just like how they were in the moment. He was like, we can go after it. All right, it's just like my candy. Let's just go straight through it. I kind of like that. I kind of liked it.
I don't. I think it's so funny.
I knew they were going to be able to go through it, right, when he was suggesting let's go through it. But him explaining why was like, all right, that's valid. Now go through it.
I think for me, it just like takes me out a little bit. Where I'm like, all right, okay. Like,
but that's the beautiful thing about Stranger Things.
And that's how the show is.
I'm
yeah,
about to
100%.
say,
That's how it is.
That type of stuff is what makes it different.
Yeah, I think it's harder when the show is getting so intense and I hear a man talking about peanut butter candy and I'm like, all right. But then the scene was good. Yeah, like it's great. Like I'm not hating right now.
Okay.
It's just a thing. Like for me, I'm just like, man, y'all over explain everything. And sometimes it feels like conversations go on for so long where I'm just like, how did you piece all that together like that? Like I don't understand.
These guys are smart, man.
I don't even sure. Yeah, I guess they're smart.
Let's talk about since we're there.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the house? Because we're on episode 3 right now, I believe.
Yeah.
What we're talking about.
We're jumping between 3 and 4 right now.
Yeah, episode 3 definitely was one of them. Their whole plot to trap the Demogorgon. I love.
Oh yeah, I love that.
And somebody explained it so well on what's it called? On I think it was either Instagram or TikTok. They said this is Home Alone if Home Alone ever was a TV show, and I was like, wait, and it replayed the whole clip, and I was like, this is a whole bunch of Kevins, and I love it. But Erica drugging that family was my second favorite moment of the whole show.
Dude,
second
Erica
favorite.
is a beast.
Erica's my favorite character.
Dude, Erica is scary.
That's why I love her.
How did she openly stab someone with a needle? That took me out too.
I told you to eat your damn pie.
That took me out too. I was like, bro, what kid? Who are you?
I was like, where did you get the needle? I was thinking she was going to knock her out, but when she got the needle out, I was like, Erica.
Oh my God.
Where did you get the drugs?
Dude, Delightful Derek, by the way. Freaking Delightful Derek is the GOAT. That kid, when his dad collapses and he just starts busting out laughing. What a guy.
Third favorite moment.
Freaking goober.
Third
and also,
favorite moment.
Him playing freaking Ghost and Goblins. Just little reference, little video game reference. I don't know Ghost and Goblins. It's an old video game, very old video game, and I just respected that. But yeah, freaking just delightful Derek, you know? Him being the character that everyone didn't expect to be, where everyone was like, oh, this kid's gonna piss me off. He's gonna be the kid that falls and die and like gets a character killed. Nah, man, this kid's a freaking beast.
This kid's crazy.
Did you see how he trucked freaking Joy?
Yes.
Like gets her out of like
when he did that, I was like, what?
Freaking running back, dude. Oh my gosh.
Gets on top of the steak and barn thing. Get down, kid. Suck my fat one. Yeah. I was like, I love this kid. So good. Mom can suck a fat one.
Like, what the heck? Such a goated character. I'm actually really enjoying him a lot too. I'm surprised because I thought he was gonna piss me off too. And honestly, in the beginning, I was like, yeah, this kid's gonna piss me off. He's gonna be that character. He's gonna be a character I hate and I want to die. No, dude. I'm rooting for delightful Derek the whole way. But you know what? I think all those kids die. I think they go for it.
You talking about the kids that...
All the kids that Vecna is eyeing right now?
Oh, was after?
I think he gets all of them.
I don't think they die. I think either 2 or 3 characters that are trying to save them the next time they like go to that house or whatever, because they're going to figure out how to get to that house. But whoever gets there, they're going to die. I think it's going to be 2.
No, dude. No,
I think it's going to be 2.
No. I'm telling you, you need that moment in the show when the villain kind of wins. And I feel like that would be when he gets all the kids.
I think it's going to be 2 characters.
But like just killing off 2 characters as like, that's like a team loss thing, but not a villain one thing. You need the villain to win, sort of. And for him to win, he needs his little vessels. And I'm curious where that's going to go. Dude, the show's just going in so many different directions. Scare me, bro. It's insane. Can we talk about the scene? I think it's in episode 4 when the pipe bursts and they're like Will and Mike are trying to screw it back in, like Mr. What's it?
Yes,
and
yes.
This little kid gives a look though. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, and they play that little sound effect.
I don't remember.
It's this girl that walks in.
I remember the girl though. The snitch, the one who snitched. Yeah.
And you know, Mr. What's it? And she looks over and this kid, it's this little black kid, and he goes. Like, he gives her, like, the craziest look ever. And I saw somebody come to me like, bro, why do you look at her like that? Like, what was it? And they play the little sound effect, like, and then, like, he just jumps down. So funny, dude. Oh, my gosh. Just good stuff. That was just a little side thing. But, yeah, Delightful Derek, freaking great.
I love him.
Will, I'm enjoying a lot more this season than I think I did last season.
He was kind of getting on my nerves last season.
Last season he was getting on my nerves too. He just was kind of chilling. He didn't do much, but he just kind of seemed like he had a lot on his mind and he needed something to do. And I like that they're kind of giving him the spotlight. Where I feel like usually it's all on 11. And I feel like this season 11's getting her dues, but she's not getting the spotlight.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Will's getting that spotlight, and I think it's kind of like, oh yeah, great. You know, like this character I think needed that, especially after the like torment he's gone through the past 2 seasons. Like season 1 and 2 mainly, I'm excited to see that they're delving into him more. And that all culminates, I think, into the ending of episode 4 that I actually got emotional watching. I teared up, actually.
Whoa.
It got me, dude.
Dang.
The way it was shot was insane. You have the Demogorgons.
I thought you were crying right now.
I just baby barfed. You have all. I just didn't want to say it. You have all the Demogorgons about to kill their friends.
Oh, we
it's like holy crap! Yeah, let's get into it.
Here we go.
Let's get into that ending. Here's the ending of episode 4. All of Will and Vecna have that great conversation. Vecna hitting him with the William. Children are weak.
Just thinking Kingpin.
His little stuff. Yeah, his children are weak, and you guys are super easy to prey on. Freaking weirdo, by the way. Leading into him leaving, right? Being like, boom, all your friends are gonna die. You get that great moment that is filmed like like you're watching a memory on tape.
Yep.
And it's actually that gets referenced earlier in the show. That's a conversation that Mike and Will have. Yeah. Where Will's sitting on the swings by himself. Mike sits down. He's like, you want to be my friend? Sure. And they swing. And I was like, damn. And then it cuts to him with his mom, and he's coloring on the paper. I don't know why I forgot the word paper. He's coloring on the paper. Damn. Also referenced in the show, by the way. And then they go to him and Jonathan building Castle Byers. Also referenced in the show. They talk about that too. Damn. Like just Just so freaking good, dude. All cutting back to him hitting the like that.
When he did that, that was when I was like, what? I was chilling. I was like, what is going to happen right now? Is he going to be the one that like yells or something and they eat him? Or he does something that attracts all of them? No, when he did this and then.
Gosh, dude.
I was like, whoa.
Freaking peak, dude. Saving all of his friends, doing everything. Will finally being kind of useful. Him finally actually doing something significant.
And it's the sickest moment in the whole show.
Sickest moment in the damn show, dude.
Whoa.
Holy balls. Just straight peak. Straight freaking peak. Absolute cinema. It's absolute cinema.
I'm sad.
And we had that moment. Will does the thing. Boom. Demogorgons are dead.
Yep.
That moment made me tear up, man. It hit, dude. I'm telling you, like the way it was shot, everything, it really felt Duffer Bros. And it really felt like they understand these characters. And you can't say that for a lot of TV, you know? I think by this point, so many shows lose the plot. And I think there's very few shows where you can point to that are like, oh yeah, like they had it the whole way through. And I'm very confident they're gonna have it the whole way through because of that episode. I'm like, they got it. And you're right. I think the first 3 episodes are relatively slower, even if they are fast. Like things are happening.
Still very interesting though.
Yeah, like things are for sure happening, but like they're nothing compared to like what episode 4 is, where it's just like banger after banger, you know? But I will say, I think something that this season is doing better than other seasons is it's making the show have, like, I think realer stakes. I think the show has great stakes throughout. I mean, characters are affected, things happen. But I think taking this to a grander scale almost with the military being there, but more importantly, with a Demogorgon now attacking Mike's little sister, and you get that great moment in episode 2 with probably the 2 worst parents in TV show history, by the way. Right? Mike's parents are awful.
Yes. I can't remember.
Mike's mom in the 3rd season was actively driving to go cheat on her husband.
But is that more of like her being a bad wife instead of a bad parent?
Her daughter is screaming and she's drinking wine and getting in the bath.
To her defense, though,
her daughter,
to her defense, she did not hear her yet. And then right when she did come in, because let's be for real, she was a little bit buzzed. She was a little bit buzzed. Saying, a little bit.
Awful parent.
But they didn't expect a Demogorgon to come out of nowhere.
100%. But also, like.
And then she woke up instantly, right? She sobered up real quick.
And also, her kid, like, talking about how she's seeing some guy and those other things, and, like, not taking them to, like, a doctor, just being like, you're fine.
But she showed her worry about that though when she was talking to her husband about it. She was like, she's speaking about like some type of person that's like in her imagination, and then the husband's like, well, I mean, she's a kid, and she's like, but she's 12. Like,
look, all I'm saying is throughout the show, these parents have shown that they're very actively not present at all, and they like don't care. I think mainly the dad. The dad is definitely like just sits on the couch, does nothing.
Yeah.
The mom is not a great person, but she has moments with Nancy where and here's the thing is, you're gonna try and defend her. She even tells Nancy, don't be me. Like, she even says it. Like, she's like, dude, don't do what I did. And it's very clear that they're in a bad relationship. So that's why I'm saying, like, they're the worst parents in TV history. Like, they suck. Like, they just objectively are bad.
I just think there are so much way worse parents, and they clearly care about their kids. They clearly take care of their kids. It's just that clearly there's stuff that, like, a lot that goes on with them.
No, they freaking suck, dude. They
Bro,
freaking suck.
Her going into mom mode still, like,
oh, and let's not talk about the dad. The dad goes into dad mode, too.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, there's still... for all I care, they could have ran out the house and could have forgotten about the kids. For the most
normal parents... This is what I'm saying, is they're very normal parents compared to, like, probably, like, you're thinking, like, parents that are abusers and all these things.
Exactly. That's why I was like, wait.
I'm thinking, like, even, like, Walter White is probably up there for some of the worst... I think Walter White and Skylar White are some of the worst parents in TV show history. I think, like, if we're talking very normal parents, they're some of the worst parents in TV show history.
I don't think so.
They suck. Dude.
I don't think so.
They're so not present. They seem to not care about their kids ever. They're very like, whatever. Except the one conversation the mom has with Nancy, and then you don't really see them ever again, except when she tries to cheat on her husband with a recently graduated high schooler. Were they graduated at that point? Yeah.
I don't know. I literally forgot a lot of like what happened in like.
Billy dies because they were going to a motel. Mm-hmm. That's how Billy literally dies.
I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a long time.
Dude, they look, they had that great moment, by the way. It's an awesome moment. But I was just like, dude, these parents, finally they're doing something. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm happy they're finally doing something.
I will say there have been moments of slip-ups, obviously. But compared to other parents in different TV shows and everything, they aren't bad. They aren't. Like, I'm just being for real.
So you don't think they're bad parents?
I don't think they are. I just don't. I think they've made, like, simple mistakes that other parents have. But compared to other parents that you said across TV, they're pretty normal parents.
That's what I'm saying is like, but that's what I said. Like, comparing to like very normal parents, they're some of the worst.
I don't know.
Phil, constantly neglecting your kids is not a simple parent mistake.
I still feel like they're there, though.
Mom more so than the dad. The dad isn't there at all.
The dad, yeah.
The dad is always sitting on the couch.
He's the problem.
He's can you pass the bacon, please? And then just complains that so many people are in their house. That's what I'm saying. Is the dad is awful.
The dad is pretty awful.
The mom is bad.
The mom cares.
Yeah, but it's the same way that Skylar White cared and she still cheated on her husband. She's not a good parent. Look, this is a conversation we can have for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
It's something that we can go on forever and ever and ever. I'm not going to get into this right now. We'll make a list of some of the worst parents ever, and I just think they're up there. But anyways, there's so much more we could talk about, Phil, but I feel like I've been leading the conversation. I want to know, what are some moments that stood out to you in this show?
I think, obviously, Erica. Erica was my second favorite, and then little Derek?
Derek the Delightful.
Derek the Delightful. I keep forgetting that's his name. And then number one being Will.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's going to be more in these next 3 episodes, but so far those are the 3 that I really like. Fourth one, probably them standing up for Dustin. Mm-hmm. And then 5th, Dustin and Steve having, like, their back and forth.
What do you think of the Hopper and œuol:M stuff?
I'm not super interested, if
really?
I'm being for real. Not crazy interested, but I know there is stuff there, but I haven't really been totally focused on it.
Dude, they freaking got me with that 8 twist. I had a guess, but I was like, no.
I will say that Hopper remembering his like kid was really touching.
Oh, frick, dude. Yeah,
I felt so bad, and I thought he was gonna die.
I
was like, holy
too.
crap. When he didn't, I kind of had a little bit of like okay, I'm happy you're still alive, but I feel like that would have hit me harder if you died, especially after seeing those memories.
I think he is gonna die though.
He will.
Yeah, for sure.
There's gonna be a lot of people who die, I think.
Yeah. But
those are like the moments that I think I like the most.
Dude, I'm really in on this Hopper and œuol:M stuff, actually. I really like their dynamic so much. I've actually always loved their dynamic. I feel like, it started season 2? I think end of season 2. Season 3, you see it a lot. And then season 4, whatever. Yeah, I love their dynamic so much. I think it's just super special. I think they both satisfy each other so perfectly because it's like, Hopper lost his daughter in like a really unfortunate way, and because of that, his entire life kind of blew up. And œuol:M, obviously being a kid that like never had any real parents except Papa being kind of a parent, but also sucking till a certain point. Actually, I just think like them coming together was so perfect. It made so much sense, and the way they've been able to grow it up until this point has just felt so natural and honestly, in my opinion, perfect. Like they have really good chemistry between each other, and I think I care so much about that relationship where if either one, anything bad were to happen to either one, I would feel for the other one. Like, I'm like, damn, that freaking sucks, dude. Like, when Hopper dies, because he's gonna die. Yeah. It's so obvious he's gonna die. When Hopper, Steve, those are my 2. When Hopper dies, I think, like, sure, it sucks for Joyce. I feel so bad for œuol:M. Like, she finally has a dad, and, like, that's it, you know? Like, it's so rough, dude.
I might actually, like, shed a tear.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just some really good stuff. I love their dynamic a lot. Again, I said Robin and Will are, like, a surprise duo that I never thought about that I've just freaking loved. I'm trying to think of others. There isn't a whole lot of duo really happening. I'm really curious what's going to happen with the Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve stuff. I'm, like, kind of all in on that.
I could care less.
Nancy rejects Jonathan. Steve dies. Nancy ends up doing her own thing and moving on.
I think that might be what happened.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
That's like a trend that's been happening lately.
But also, like, you're not that interested?
Not with the Nancy, Jonathan, and
Why?
Steve. I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm a little bit tired of it, I guess.
The love triangle?
Yeah, I'm tired of it. Like, you were with Steve. Jonathan was the better guy. Jonathan went through his stuff, and then you were doing your own thing. Y'all broke up. Y'all got back together.
Was he though? You know.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of like, okay, just choose whoever you want to be with.
Yeah, I know. Especially because like their relationship's in like kind of a weird spot right now. I just buy in on stuff like this. Like I think that's why. Like they could do this for the rest of my life, and I'll just give in. I'm like, yeah, which one? Which one? I don't know. Personally, I'm Team Steve.
Okay.
Like Steve has grown. So he's still a selfish douchebag.
I'm Team get it over with.
Can I be honest? He's still a selfish douchebag, and that's very clear. When Nancy's parents were in the hospital, and he's like, "Should we go bring flowers for Nancy?" Or, dude, his intention was so clear. He wasn't trying to do it to be nice.
Okay, remembering him saying that, I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
He still sucks.
You know what? Yeah.
And but Jonathan, on the other hand, too, I just feel like doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything, and he always lies and makes excuses, and I'm like, bro, come on, dude.
That's why I'm kind of like, you know what?
You knocked it out of the park.
Ways.
You knocked it out of the park, and now you're staying on home plate. You're not even running, bro. You're just freaking chilling. What are you doing?
He's like Chicken Little when he was going the wrong way.
What are you doing, bro? He's so dumb. That's what I'm saying is I'm all in on that. And I think Murray giving Jonathan the ring got me very interested because I'm curious to see how that goes. I don't know. I'm freaking in every direction, man.
Just go on your different separate ways or choose, man.
Probably.
I'm over it, Nancy.
Because Jonathan's going to die. I think Jonathan or Will dies. But no, then you can't kill Hopper and one of Joyce's kids.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
like
that's gonna be terrible. Oh my god.
That's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, that poor woman. Really fast before we end, unless you have anything else you wanted to say.
No, I'm chilling, man. Go in.
I think a great conversation in the show was between Eleven and Mike. And I think it hints at where the future of the show is gonna go. With Mike basically being like, hey, at the end of all D&D campaigns, like it ends with like people moving on from this town and going somewhere else because too much stuff happened here, and then they live happily ever after. And Eleven's like, oh, you think that'll happen? Like, you think Wobby would have that? And he goes, yeah, I think so. Please just let it happen. Please just let them be happily ever after. Oh my gosh, if one of them dies, like 11 could die, and I'm gonna be like, no, dang it. Like, I'm gonna be so sad,
That'd be some good emotional weight, though.
It would. It does.
That'd be
so
good.
And that's what they set that up. And they're like, oh man, they could just kill off 11 and ruin it. And then she's gonna like be like, Mike, go live your happily ever after or whatever.
Or maybe they kill nobody.
That'd be lame. You gotta kill someone.
I'm just suggesting it. I don't want it to happen. That would be the worst thing if nobody died.
Trust me, I don't want it to happen.
I would be so mad.
They should.
I'd make it a 6 out of 10 for the whole show if that happened.
It's like, I don't want anyone to die, but someone has to die.
You know, I'll be fair sometimes.
Needless to say, I love Stranger Things. I'm sad. I'm sad that there's probably, 3 weeks left and we're done. And I'll probably never talk about anything ever again. That'll be it for me.
No, you're gonna talk.
No, I'm done.
I'll make you talk.
I'm retired after this, actually.
No!
This year I'm retired.
Cut that out!
But yeah,
He's not done.
I have nothing else to say.